The Big Bang is what formed everything. The whole universe was formed by the Big Bang. Stars, planets, and galaxies were all formed by the Big Bang. The Big Bang happened about 15 billion years ago. It was a huge explosion which sent the universe flying in different directions, making the universe bigger. Our whole solar system was created by the Big Bang. The first thing to be formed in the solar system is the Sun. Did you know space, time, and matter were all formed by the Big Bang? Galaxies are still moving away from each other as the universe is expanding. And I'll tell you a fun fact. Even though galaxies are still moving away from each other, we don't feel it, do we? There are billions of galaxies in the universe, and they are packed together in groups called clusters. There are 4 different types of galaxies: spiral, irregular, barred, and elliptical. This is our galaxy. It is called the Milky Way because it looks like milk being spilled all over space. Our galaxy is a spiral type. Do you know the nearest galaxy to us is Canis Major Dwarf, which is 25,000 light years from us. Our solar system is just a tiny dot in the arm of the Milky Way. It was formed about 5,000 million years ago. The planets in order from Sun and beyond are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Xena. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the inner planets, and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Xena are the outer planets. The solar system is a group of 10 planets orbiting the Sun. Did you know there are lots of asteroids orbiting the Sun between Mars and Jupiter, and it is part of the solar system? And did you also know that Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are rocky planets? Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and Neptune are gas planets, and Pluto and Xena are dwarf planets. These gas giants are funny because if you could find a bath big enough to put Saturn in, you'd float like a cork. This is our star, the Sun. It has very hot gases that glow like the flames of a bonfire. It is so hot that it could melt a spaceship flying near it. It's the nearest star to Earth. Did you know the surface of the Sun is 6,000 centigrade? You know water boils at 100 centigrade, and the surface of the Sun is 60 times hotter. The center of the Sun is 15 million centigrade. Can you imagine how hot that is? The Sun's age is 4.7 billion years, and it will continue living about 5 billion years more until it eventually dies. Solar flares are huge bursts of energy coming from the Sun. You can see one at the top right corner of the picture. They don't go that far. Solar flares shoot out of the Sun and then sink back in. Nothing on the Earth can live without the Sun. The Sun is made up almost entirely out of the lightest elements, 73% hydrogen and 25% helium. The surface that is visible of the Sun is called the photosphere. And I'll tell you an unbelievable fact. Did you know that you can fit 1,400,000 Earths inside the Sun? Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is a shattered ball of rock a little larger than our Moon. Similar to Moon, Mercury is full of craters and has no atmosphere. So Mercury is being hit by asteroids very often. During a Mercury day, the side facing the Sun heats up to 420 centigrade, and when it turns away from the Sun at night, cools down to minus 180. Venus is the second nearest planet to the Sun, and it is the hottest planet in the solar system. This is because its atmosphere causes a greenhouse effect. This is when heat from sun gets in and gets trapped inside the thick atmosphere, heating the planet. The cloud cover of Venus has sulfuric acid which could burn human skin. Venus has a lot of volcanoes and lava beneath its clouds, and nobody knows whether they are still erupting. A year on Venus is 225 Earth days, but a day on Venus is 243 Earth days. So a day on Venus is bigger than a year on Venus. Now the average temperature on Venus is 460 centigrade, and the atmospheric pressure on Venus is 90 times than that of Earth. Venus is easy to spot in the night sky because it is very bright, and it is called the morning star or the evening star. Earth is the only planet that has life in the solar system. Life started in water, then developed and moved to land. Earth is very special because of its unique atmosphere, which is split into 5 different parts: the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the exosphere. The Earth is the only planet with water and air. The four types of elements to make life is Chon, meaning carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. The Earth is the only planet which has all these 4 elements to make life. This is our moon. It is the only natural satellite orbiting the Earth. This also is the only place where man has set foot on. We will explore more about our moon in my next video, The Space Race. Mars used to be like Earth. They shared a few similarities, but now Mars' atmosphere has gone. Mars looks red in the night sky because of its red dust. Olympus Mons is the biggest mountain in the solar system, and it's in Mars. Most of Mars' volcanoes are still not active. Valles Marineris is a huge valley that seems to cut Mars in half. It is cut deep into Mars. Mars has 2 moons named Phobos and Deimos. However, Phobos is getting closer to Mars that one day it might crash into Mars. Scientists have sent lots of rovers to Mars. A few are Beagle, Pathfinder, and ExoMars rover. Asteroids are chunks of rock that fail to stick together to form a planet. The asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter, where there would have been room for another planet. Some asteroids can be the size of a car or the size of a mountain. Ceres is the biggest asteroid, and it was also known as a planet. It was found in 1801 New Year. Now, the scientists call it a dwarf planet. The Empire State Building is only 3/4 of the smallest asteroid in space. Some asteroids are made out of iron. They are very heavy. This is an asteroid called Ida. It has its own moon called Dactyl. Ida is in the asteroid belt as well.